Hello everyone, myself Happy. I am the class Speakathon coordinator of B.tech IT second year. Today we are here for a group discussion on a topic, Indianization of the Western culture. So first of all, I would like all the participants to introduce yourselves.
Hello everyone, my name is Rakesh Shah. I am from B.tech IT class of 2025.
Hello everyone, I am Hardik from B.tech IT second year.
Hello everyone, I am Khushi from B.tech IT second year.
Hi there, I am Anshul from B.tech IT second year.
Thank you guys. Since you all have introduced yourselves, so today's topic is about the culture of India and West. So I would like all of you to give your points on this topic. So first of all, I start with Rakesh.
Hello everyone. So as we know, in the nowadays, in the Indian our generation, what is called Indian or our generation are currently following the Western culture, at a very massive scale. So what are the reason that we are following the Western culture? The first of all, if we look at the colonization period, in the colonization period, we have the education system is set up to admire the Western culture, but the after the West after the Britishers had gone, the education system is still left. The education system is Western based, and in this education system, we are given the facts and we are taught that Western culture and the Western things are the best. So to admire them and to live like them, we started following them. We started eating them, and we start behaving like them. So first of all, we look upon our Indian culture. In Indian culture, like we talk about the two major concerns of the entire world. What are these two major concerns? These two major concerns are health, physical health, and as well as the mental health. There are millions of people facing mental and physical health globally, but our rishis had already given a cure for this, like giving yoga and meditation practices. Yoga keep our physical health in a well-being state, as well as meditation gives a way to practice it and to cure our mental health and to be mentally healthy. Because due to the mental health issues, a lot of suicides happen and we are becoming emotionally weak. So we need to practice meditation and yoga daily and regularly to keep our physically and mentally healthy. If we are physically and mentally healthy, we don't need to worry about other things. As well as one major aspect is food. The what is the best food to eat, how to cook it, and what is the best, so that we will be remain healthy. So the practices of eating food and well proper cooked food is given in the Ayurveda. If we in the Western countries, they started reading our text and they started following Ayurveda at a large scale. They started R&Ds, research and development in yogas, meditations, and Ayurveda. And there are billion-dollar industries in the yoga field only. There are many coaches in the Western cities which are occurring and taughting yogas to many individuals. But in India, we are not giving significant importance to yoga, meditation, and Ayurveda, which we must look upon this, so that we can live a healthy life, as well as we can taught that we are starting dressing like the Western peoples. Why dressing is matter? In India, we have 120 woven and various various types of woven garments. So these are made due to the seasonal and geographical importance. Like if you are living in a Rajasthan, so Rajasthan have a dress up which help them to live in a very cold and as well as cold and hot humid region. So the dresses are made like this. As well as the in the northern part, we wear dhoti and kurta, which are reasonably favorable for the conditions like hot and humid climate, so keep us warm. But we started tying up the suits and the jackets, as well as started wearing pant and bushes, which is what we can which is absurd, totally absurd to wear and behave in that way, because it is climatically suitable to wear in England, but not in Delhi and UP, Lucknow. I would like to highlight this point and give their opinions to my friends. Thank you.
Thank you, Rakesh.
Hello everyone. According to me, the Indianization of Western culture refers to the spread of Indian culture or language, economy, the Indian food on the Western culture. In India has been very vast in culture since the past. It holds very powerful place in the world. Uh, India has been a great influencer of its culture since the past, either its food or Indian paintings or Indian wearings, as Rakesh highlighted. Uh, in today's scenario, we can see when the COVID times hit, many people switched to the Ayurveda. They followed meditation, practiced yoga a lot, and this helped the people to recover from the lung diseases and other diseases. Uh, Either it's Indian martial arts, it's also becoming famous day by day. Indian movies also have some impact on the world. Uh, Beside this, we can say Indian economy, which is one of the largest in the world. Uh, India is one of the largest consumer and producer in the world. It imports and exports the goods. Uh, without Indian market, many many economies would suffer a lot. So I would like to sum up this and Sushil can continue.
Thank you, Hardik.
Yeah, sure. We have two types of culture, like one side Indian culture, second side Western culture. Basic difference is Indian culture includes diversity, various languages, religion, culture, tradition, etc. But the Western culture includes the main points, that is democracy, individualism, human rights, scientific thinking, capitalism, and many more. But in my point of view, India is enjoying the India is at a stage where they are enjoying the best of both worlds, and we still have our Indian culture deep rooted in our lives. For example, in this era, Tinder dates are easily available, but we still have arranged marriages in India. The We celebrate Halloween, New Year in skinny clothes, but still flaunt our traditional clothes in Diwali. On Diwali, sorry, we post our latest superhero movies, but when Pathan released, we still watched its first day first show. We are like, for in past we only enjoy the birth of boy child only, but in this era of because of the Western culture we enjoy girl child birth also. So there are many points which are bad for of Western culture, but there are much more points of good of Western culture. So
Thank you,
these are
Kushi.
my points. Thanks.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Kushi. Anshul, you are not audible. Please.
So I would like to add some more points on this. So,
Now,
okay,
now,
am
now
I
you are.
audible now?
Yes, yes, yes. You are audible now.
Okay, so first of all, I would like to start with the interaction of Indian and Western culture. They basically think that overcome all these aspects like the influence of Western culture in Indian culture and influence of Indian culture in Western culture. This basically stands on the base of the interaction of the both cultures. First of all, I would like to highlight that influence of Indian culture in Western culture. Like as we see in many countries, they follow the traditional Indian culture and build temples for worship to gain the enlightenment, which is basically the term that we can say extracted from Sanskrit to reach the ultimate peace. And they follow our traditions in terms of reaching their mental peace goals, and there are many places which are to be suspected to be followed the Indian culture, like Bali and some places in South America, and there are some places in the United Kingdom and Russia also, where there are temples and they also follow the Indian culture. And now, when we point out the influence of Western culture in India, so this is also a great point of aspect that our country is has started to view our society as a modern society, which is like the big households and society, the big personalities in the other countries. Like we start to follow the great personalities like Jeff Bezos and uh, Elon Musk, which are also from the other countries, the Western countries. So we follow these idols and build our country in a way such that we could build economy and follow the basic culture which is from the West. So that's all from mine.
Thank you, Anshul. As you all have raised some important points and issues in our culture and in Western culture also, I would say that Indian culture is one of the most important asset for India in its soft power. Like we all know about yoga, how yoga is celebrated all across the world on 21st June. It is also called as the International Yoga Day. These kinds of cultural activities around the world increase India's soft power. As Indians, we like that our country must get recognized or get some values around the world. So our Indian culture provide a very important asset for us to show around the world what kind of people we are and what kind of things we do as a society. Since Khushi highlighted a important point that India is still now a male driven society. In our culture, male is always considered as a driving force from ancient time.
No, no,
But
no, no,
now,
no, 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 no. I, okay. I will like oppose you on this point. I will first of all, you should like complete your point. I will give my opinions
no,
about
no,
it
you can
from the
give your
ancient
points.
text.
Of course, I will consider it.
You
No,
Now
no,
you
can
no,
can
no, no,
speak.
no,
continue,
no,
You can
no,
speak,
no, no.
Rakesh.
First
Rakesh,
of all,
Rakesh, you
fir-
can give your point.
you can
okay.
continue, Rakesh.
So, as one of my mate has said that, first of all, I want to highlight the first point of Usi that she said democracy is generated in the western part. This is totally wrong information that democracy is generated by Western countries. Democracy is developed in India, as we can see in like various like when the like Arthashastra is found, we had seen that it is very democratically system. The king are chosen and they can be like thrown out of the throne if they does not worked well. And India is a totally democratic country. Democracy is generated and developed by India, and it is carried forward by Greeks from the India, because when they found like Megasthenes come to Indian in the time of like Chandragupta Maurya. Megasthenes the Megasthenes, the like minister of like Seleucus Nicator, is sent to the court of Chandragupta Maurya, and there he learned about various things and he carried the democracies from India to his nation, that is Greek, and from Greek the democracy is followed by other nations well. So democracy is not like Western driven, democracy is totally Indian driven. As well as if we show at the democratic country, how many democratic country do we have? If you look at the biggest democracy after India, it is US. But US is only two party system, and one party controls major like social media sites and major social media and the media powers. So the other party is like totally in less power. So democracy, most of our India is the only nation in the today's era which is totally and completely democratic, and democracy is generated here. And now moving forward to the second point, as one of my mates has like highlighted that that tinder era tinder era in Tinder era, we are like looking for the potential partner on their own, and we are choosing our partner. But what is the like, there are a lot of issues with the dating. If we are meeting a partner, we are emotional creatures and we based our partner on like emotional bondage and emotional attraction. But parent consent is necessary. They can look upon the various factors which we don't think it is necessary to be concerned upon, and which is like very necessary for a good healthy relationship style. If we look at the Asian texts and the marriage and the types of marriages they held, there are various kind of marriages, and one type of marriage is known as Gandharva marriage. What is Gandharva marriage? In Gandharva marriage, the boy or the girl chooses his partner on their self without the consent of parent, that if I like a girl or if the girl likes me, we get married and this is known as Gandhar marriage. The best marriage is Dev marriage. In Dev marriage, the girl and boy are consented to each other, and they meet their parents. And if their parents are ready to give their consent, it is the best form of marriage, like Dev marriage. Also, the negative effects of Tinder marriage, I can say about the genetic disability, and like if we looked at the Gotra system that developed by ancient rishis. In the Gotra system, we have different genetics, like eh, the peoples of the same genetics should not marry because of the disabilities occurring in their progeny. So I think that Indian marriages and Indian system of marriages is way better than the Western culture and the Tinder dating system, as well as in the today's eras we has improved a lot and given a fact like boys meet the girl, as well as the parent consent is concerned not on emotional things, as well as we look at the logical things, so that our relationships will be happy. As well as moving forward, that she had said that dowry system, yes, for a certain period of time, dowry system and male dominancy is particular, but not in the ancient times. In ancient times, woman has a given a higher place, and woman has already a given a higher place, and there are no kind of dowry system in the ancient eras. If we read Manu Smriti, in Manu Smriti, it is given that the boy gives the best marriage is the one in which we don't have to give any gifts, and also the gift is given by the boy to the father of the girl to get married to her, like in the form of 100 cows or anything like that. There is no any kind of dowry system mentioned in the Vedas, Smritis. I had actually read it by myself, so I can genuinely say that I'm not referencing it from any WhatsApp messages or Instagram messages. I have the books, I read it, so I'd share the messages with you. And you should not look upon or say anything before going into. Indian culture is very optimistic and given the rights equally to each and every gender, even the transgender. The Indian culture has given very much rights to the transgender community, as well as there are marriages between the transgender community and the love considering between transgender community, as well as in what we call Aranya Kand of Valmiki Mahabharat. There is a description when Lord Ram is traveling with the Mata Sita. He described the love of true transgender couples. So India is a very optimistic and developed and advanced in each and every sector. First of all, you should look upon this before looking downgrade on it. Thank you.
बट इंडियन कल्चर इतना डेवलप हुआ कैसे? वेस्टर्न कल्चर आया तभी ना.
No, 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 no. You are totally wrong about this. Indian culture
You,
is already developed, not Western culture. Western peoples
okay,
had
okay, okay,
in
wait.
the wait.
Yes,
In
yes,
the
I
yes,
think
nineties,
she
yes.
should
in
have to
the
listen to others' points also. She want to tell something. You
okay,
should have to listen her.
yeah,
Kushi,
but
yeah.
she is going wrong way.
It's not
She is
about
saying
right
that
or wrong. It's about our points, how we think and how
okay,
we
okay, okay.
see these things. You are talking about the dowry system. Can't you see in your society that dowry system has already
I had you okay. Wait. As you had
we are
said, the
we are
dowry
here
system,
for
dowry.
just highlighting the issues and what kind of things we can learn from the Western culture and what kind of thing Western culture learn from us. As I see, as Kushi says that we should yoga is one of the most ancient cultural activity which Hindus and other Sanatan dharma uh, uh, persons just perform
Started.
from ancient periods. So these kinds of activity also Western culture can adopt from us. So we are here to talk about that, what kind of things we can learn from the Western culture and what kind of things Western culture learn from us. So a
Okay.
coin has two sides.
Wait.
Always.
Okay. I'm not against you. I'm just saying there is a sharp edge between saying things. You are saying from the ancient period. Ancient period, in the medieval period, things went wrong. But in the ancient period, it is not wrong. It is very optimistic society in the medieval period due to ignorance to the our own culture and the you are not reading text. You are not reading Vedic text and what is written in them. Also in the medieval period, peoples are ignored. Why they ignored? Because the Gurukul system, 7 lakh Gurukuls are destroyed. The education system is destroyed, and we are taught. If we had away from our own education, how we know what they say and what they think, and how the society in the ancient time is. So we should look. First of all, we should read about them. We should know about them before saying them. In the medieval period, things went wrong. I agree, but not in the ancient period. There should be a sharp edge between ancient and medieval period. You should not refer to the ancient period. You can refer to the medieval period. I'm saying just this.
No, I'm saying that you said that Indian marriages are were the best, but
Indian?
इन जो मैरिजेस इंडिया में होती थी जिस तरीके से
Yeah,
इंडियन
yeah,
कल्चर
yeah,
के
yeah,
हिसाब से कि
yeah,
लड़के
yeah,
को
yeah.
भी नहीं देखा लड़की को भी नहीं देखा जस्ट शादी कर
Mm,
दी
no, no, no,
हाँ
no, no,
तो
no,
दैट वाज
no.
बैड
In
दैट वाज
no,
बैड
yeah, yeah, yeah.
लिसन टू मी
In
लिसन टू मी
in the medieval
जब
period, in the
वेस्ट
medieval period.
या जब वेस्टर्न कल्चर आया वेस्टर्न कल्चर में थोड़ा बहुत हुआ कि लड़की भी देख सकती है लड़का भी देख सकता है ये वेस्टर्न कल्चर का वो था कि
Yeah,
तुम एक दूसरे को जान भी सकते हो धीरे धीरे वेस्टर्न कल्चर की वजह से ही इंडियन
yeah.
कल्चर बेस्ट हुआ दिस इज माय
No,
पॉइंट
no, 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 no. There is a
ओके हाउ
time
देन
when
आज की डेट में भी हाँ बोल बोल
okay,
इसे
there is a time when the things went wrong and we are like we had like separated us from our own society. Yeah, Western culture helped us, but we don't say you should not use the word Asian first of all. In the first place, you word use the word ancient. You should use the word medieval to refer to the medieval times, which are a very like in the very we are in the very downgrade system from the 16th century till the 15th century. Things were good, but from the 16th to the like after 16th century to the 20th century things are not well good to know how the things went if we
Rakesh,
refer to
have
the
you
asian
listened
system.
about the Rakesh, have you listened about the Sati Pratha?
Yeah, I had listened about the
एग्जैक्टली
sati pratha. Okay,
What
let me refer to the sati pratha. Let me refer to the sati pratha.
या
First of all, if we like look upon the sati
I would
pratha, who
like
gives the report about the
you
wait, first
just
of all listen, first of all listen, first of all listen
make your
properly.
comment,
If
comment some short of time because we are running out of time. Okay, so you should have
yeah.
to complete
First
your
of all,
point
like
in this group.
I would like to highlight about Sati Pratha. There is nothing practices like Sati Pratha happened in India. It is a like British generated thing to demolish our culture and to spread the
No, no,
missionaries
no, no.
activities.
Uh,
First of all, listen silent. First of all, listen
no.
silently. Be a good listener to know
We
about
are
things.
listening to you
So
only.
We are
Be a
listening
good
to you.
listener.
Right.
So
You can throw any.
in the time of British period, they had generated that like 5 lakh women, like 5 to 7 lakh women do suicide, but there are actually five to like it is not in that number. The first, if we
Rakesh,
look upon
I
the
want to interrupt. There are only 2.5 minutes left. So I would like to add my points to it. You are saying the things which are totally on social media. There's no written documents about it. Okay, listen. First listen. Okay,
okay,
then
if I
you
write a
referred
200
about
pages,
Rakesh,
okay, if I
please allow Anshul
Rakesh.
to give
Please
some
listen.
points. You have
Yes.
taken a lot of time
So
also.
uh, you have mentioned about the uh, types of marriages. So you only
yeah,
pointed out Gandhar marriages and other. Those are type of marriages. I am referring to ancient India, not the medieval. I am referring to ancient India. So
yeah,
there were
refer to
that
ancient
kind of
India.
marriages also. Listen, please listen. There were that kind of marriages also where parents have to give a large amount of dowry, and you never pointed out that. You are only pointing out the positive aspects. Okay, so we should
Oh,
एग्जैक्टली
cover and discuss all the points. You are only pointing out the positive aspects and pointing out the Western culture to be the boon curse to us. Okay, so that's the wrong thing.
Yes, of course. I already
Ancient
said
India
that.
was good.
Thank you,
Ancient India
Anshul.
was good, but okay, happy you can continue.
Thank you, Anshul. You raised some important points, and Rakesh, also your points are valid. Also, I would say that every culture has some positive and negative aspects, and no culture in this world is a perfect culture. That is why we are discussing on this topic that how Indianization of Western culture is done. Because if we adopt some positive things from the Western culture uh, and Indianize that things according to us, then we can develop a perfect culture in our society. So that's for today, guys. So at this point I would like to conclude this GD. Thank you all.